So I don't really talk about like my race too often, like just the experiences of being white. But one of the experiences is when we tend to listen to raw hip hop music, like gangster rap, we become like if we're at a young age, we we uh we become really interested in black culture. J Mac was always telling me, he's like, "Oh, you really want to be black, huh? Well, if you think I'm bad now, back then it was really bad." You see, I just want to explain something before we continue with the story, because it's just you know I was thinking about titling this um, the black, like he called me the blackest white kid I know, or I might just title it something else. But I thought it was cool to be black back then. Like I really wanted to be black. Um, I don't know. It's just that black culture in hip hop that we all know that most black people are out there working 9 to 5s with us, and they're not in the streets. But that 1% that are in the streets that make the music or imitate the music, because I imitated being um, a gangster in my music, because I tricked one of my people in my rap group that I was actually in the streets. So when I say for the story, I'm the blackest white person I know. I didn't mean to stereotype every single black person as as in the streets. I just I was an ignorant kid, and that's just how the story goes. So anyway, so yeah, there was this rap group I was in, and I used to post lyrics on Facebook too, which people scroll and read half of it, leave a like, and just keep going. Like that's not a way to market your music. Just saying, but there, I I used to add random people, and there was this one guy. He happened to be black for the story, and I would constantly say like, I'm the blackest white person I know. It's like so cringy to say nowadays. And then I was so ignorant to what it was like to be black. It's just normal people, like I said, but so cringy. And through my lyrics, I actually fooled him, and he actually tagged me one day, and he's like, "You are the blackest white person I know." And one day I was just like trying to explain to him, like, "Oh, this is all fake. This is just how I make my raps. I just like to have a hardcore uh, lyrics to them." And he's like, "Uh huh." He didn't believe in me. He did not believe me that I was not in the streets. That's how convinced he was with my lyrics. That's how convincing they were. Like I like it how like the heater stopped to emphasize what I just said. Like yeah, you got to be careful who you pretend to be, because people could see you as that, you know. Of course there's other races when it comes to like being in the streets, but it just seems like it's, you know, uh mainly in hip hop, black and Latino. I got a comment to stop saying calling them Mexicans. I didn't mean that in a rude way. I guess the right term is Latino. So I'm still learning. I'm still learning, but yeah, I really had a lot to learn, because that just now I make my music as authentic as I can. I like to do horrorcore every once in a while and just go crazy, but I just try to keep it real when I say in my life. And That's when people started to mess with my music. I was a 50 Cent Eminem clone. So yeah. Um I I apologize for being cringe, but that's a young teenage white boy, you know what I mean? A teenage white boy will listen to, if someone that's especially autistic too will listen to it, and then yeah, I just really liked that type of music back then because it helped me get through tough times. Like someone that's struggling in the street just felt a lot like uh going through a struggle like me going through high school. And I know it's a being in the street is a like definitely harder, but it helped me vent about my life without venting about it. My mom at one point told me to not get personal in my lyrics, so I that's another reason why I made it into like a metaphor with street stuff. If you're angry, just pretend you're killing people. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope I explained everything. I I fooled somebody to believing that I was in the streets. Yeah, I I can do that. I want to make a club song, and I want to make a um I kind of want to do that just for the hell of it again, like hardcore shit. But I obviously I'm going to stick with most of my music being from the heart, cuz that's just it's just who I am. That's just how I get stuff off my chest. And if when you're real in your music, it tends to find people that relate, and that's just like the is awesome. And when you're real with it, you can like reach out to those people, and they're going through the same thing. It's just wonderful. Oh, if you hate me coughing throughout this video, you can thank my two friends that took me outside um on the 23rd. It's still going on, this sickness, and I was outside. uh there was people reenacting Jesus's birth, and there's some people singing in a choir, and it's like that didn't need to be outside. It could have been inside, but my friends didn't tell me that till we were there. And I didn't want to be rude to the people that weren't very clear about what was going on. So now I have this cold. I've had it for the last 3 days because I'm a pushover. Anyway, I guess that's kind of the metaphor with the music I was writing back then. It made me feel strong. But yeah, anyway, if you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you when you watch me again, metaphorically.